What if I told you that the secret to waking up without joint pain wasn't a pill, wasn't a cream, and didn't require any expensive therapy? What if it was something as simple and comforting as a warm, natural drink you can make right in your own kitchen, just before bed? Most people don't realize this, but the time when your body has the greatest potential to heal your joints is not during the day, it's during the night, while you sleep, and the right evening drink can help trigger that healing process. For millions of seniors over 60, joint pain is a daily struggle. Whether it's the knees that ache when you get up, the stiffness in your fingers that makes it hard to grip your toothbrush, or the pain in your hips that keeps you awake at night, joint discomfort steals your freedom, and sadly, most people are told that this is just the price of aging, that it's normal, that the only way forward is to take more painkillers, schedule invasive procedures, or simply accept a life of limitation. But what if that wasn't the full story? What if instead of masking the pain, you could actually give your joints the building blocks they need to recover? What if you could wake up with less inflammation, smoother movement, and more energy by simply sipping the right blend of ingredients before bed? That's exactly what we're exploring today. In this video, I'm going to reveal 7 surprising, science-backed reasons why a natural evening drink made with ingredients you may already have at home can actually support your body in healing joint pain overnight. This isn't a miracle cure. There's no hype or magic bullet here, but it is real science. And more importantly, it's a strategy rooted in how the human body actually heals itself, especially in our later years, when that healing becomes slower and more fragile. Because here's what the research shows. During deep sleep, your body releases key hormones that stimulate repair. Your joints become less compressed. Your inflammation naturally subsides. And your tissues begin rebuilding if you've given them the right nutrients and signals, and the best time to provide that nutritional support, right before bed. Now here's the catch. Most of us go to bed with completely empty nutrient reserves. Or worse, we go to bed with blood sugar spikes, caffeine, alcohol, or other foods and drinks that increase inflammation and suppress healing. That's where this simple evening drink comes in, formulated with calming herbs, anti-inflammatory spices, and joint-supporting nutrients. It works with your body's natural rhythms, not against them. And no, this isn't a trendy new supplement or an expensive powder. It's a combination of real, recognizable ingredients that have been studied in clinical trials. Ingredients like turmeric, ginger, collagen, magnesium, tart cherries, and others, all of which we'll dive into in just a moment. In fact, researchers from the Journal of Inflammation Research, the Arthritis Foundation, and the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition have all found compelling evidence that certain compounds, when taken in the evening, can reduce joint pain, improve mobility, and support cartilage regeneration. But here's the most exciting part. This strategy doesn't just relieve joint pain. It supports deeper sleep, stronger bones, smoother movement, faster recovery, and even better mood, all through a calming ritual you can look forward to each night. If you're over 60 and living with joint pain, I want you to know something. There is something you can do. You are not powerless, and you don't have to rely on painkillers or live in fear of losing your mobility. You just have to give your body what it needs at the time it's most capable of using it. So stay with me as we explore the 7 powerful benefits of this evening joint healing drink. And be sure to watch all the way to the end, because benefit number 7 is perhaps the most overlooked, but most essential if you truly want long-term joint relief. And before we go any further, just a quick reminder. This video is for educational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult with your doctor before beginning any new health routine. Now get cozy, take a deep breath, and imagine what it would feel like to wake up tomorrow with less pain in your knees, hips, hands, or back, just because of one small change in your nighttime routine. Let's get started. Let's begin with the root of most joint pain, inflammation. You've probably heard the term before, but what exactly is inflammation? And why does it seem to affect joints more as we get older? Inflammation is your body's natural defense mechanism, a way to fight off injury, infection, or wear and tear. But here's the problem. As we age, our immune system tends to stay activated even when there's no threat. This results in chronic, low-grade inflammation, especially in the joints. Where cartilage wears thin and old injuries accumulate. That's why so many seniors wake up feeling stiff, swollen, or sore. The body has been inflamed overnight rather than resting and recovering. Now, here's where the science gets interesting. According to a 2020 meta-analysis published in the Journal of Inflammation Research, compounds like curcumin from turmeric and gingerol from ginger have been shown to significantly lower levels of key inflammatory markers, including CARP and TNF-alpha. In simpler terms, they help turn off the internal fire that's burning through your joints, but timing matters. That same review highlighted that these anti-inflammatory compounds were most effective when taken at the end of the day, because they align with your body's natural circadian rhythm of repair. That means if you consume turmeric or ginger in a warm drink before bed, for example, a traditional golden milk or a ginger-infused tea, those anti-inflammatory molecules go to work during your deepest sleep cycles. That's when your body releases growth hormone, regenerates cartilage and connective tissue, flushes out inflammatory waste, and repairs microdamage in your joints. One study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who consumed turmeric before bed had lower joint pain scores upon waking and reported less stiffness in their knees and hands during their morning activities. Why does this happen? Because the anti-inflammatory drink doesn't just reduce symptoms, it shifts your entire internal environment. It tells your body, now is the time to cool down, rest, and repair. Compare that to a common evening routine that includes alcohol, sugar, processed snacks, or even late-night stress. Those things actually increase inflammation and rob your joints of the chance to recover. The difference is night and day, quite literally. So by making a simple drink that includes turmeric, ginger, and perhaps even a small amount of black pepper to increase absorption, you're not just soothing your joints, you're supporting a full-body anti-inflammatory cascade. And the best part, this drink is easy to make. You don't need supplements or expensive powders. You can warm up unsweetened almond milk or coconut milk, add half a teaspoon of turmeric, a small slice of fresh ginger, a pinch of black pepper, and even a touch of cinnamon or honey if you like. Sip it slowly in the evening, preferably 30 to 60 minutes before bed, and allow your body to receive those powerful plant compounds exactly when it needs them most. Inflammation doesn't have to be a life sentence. Your body wants to heal, and when you give it the right tools, especially at night, it often does. And this brings us to the second powerful benefit of this nighttime drink, a benefit that few people think about, but which may explain why your joints feel stiff and stuck every single morning. Let me ask you something. Have you ever stood up from bed and felt your knees click, your hips pop, or your fingers feel stiff and stuck like they're filled with sand? That creaky, grinding feeling isn't just from aging, it is a sign that your joints are drying out. Literally. You see, inside each of your joints, whether it's your knee, shoulder, or fingers, there's a special substance called synovial fluid. This fluid works like motor oil for your body. It keeps the bones from rubbing against each other, cushions every step, and helps you move smoothly and without pain. But here's the catch. As we age, our ability to produce and maintain synovial fluid declines. And if you're not getting the right nutrients, especially at night, when your body does most of its repair work, that fluid can thin out, break down, or disappear altogether. That's when you start to feel the bone-on-bone friction, the tightness in your movements, and the pain that seems to come out of nowhere. But there's good news. According to a 2019 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, the consumption of collagen peptides and hyaluronic acid before bed has a measurable impact on joint lubrication and viscosity. In plain English, when you drink something containing these nutrients before you sleep, your body uses them to replenish the fluid that keeps your joints gliding. Let's break it down a little further. Collagen is the primary protein that forms the structure of cartilage, the shock-absorbing tissue at the ends of your bones. Hyaluronic acid, on the other hand, is a slippery molecule that holds water inside your joints and skin. It's what gives healthy joints that smooth, gliding movement. Your body naturally produces both, but after age 50, your levels start to plummet. That's why older adults experience dry skin and dry joints. Now, here's where your evening drink becomes powerful. When you consume collagen-rich ingredients such as hydrolyzed collagen powder, bone broth, or even gelatin right before bed, your body can absorb and direct those amino acids toward cartilage repair during your deepest sleep cycles. And if you combine that with ingredients that support hyaluronic acid production like vitamin C from lemon or berries, or bone broth, which contains natural glycosaminoglycans, the effect is even more powerful. It's like giving your joints a fresh coat of oil while the engine is off. You're not fighting inflammation after it flares up. You're preventing the grinding altogether by restoring what your body needs to move comfortably. One study in Nutrients Journal 2018 found that seniors who took a nightly collagen supplement had significantly reduced knee stiffness in the mornings along with increased joint mobility after just 12 weeks. And here's something fascinating. Those who took their collagen in the evening experienced greater improvements than those who took it in the morning. Researchers believe this is due to the repair window that opens during deep sleep, when your body is in what's called an anabolic state, meaning it's actively rebuilding tissue. So by timing your nutrients properly, you're not just drinking something healthy. You're working with your circadian biology to enhance repair when it matters most. A practical recipe: try a cup of warm bone broth in the evening, enriched with a scoop of hydrolyzed collagen powder, a squeeze of lemon for vitamin C, and a dash of turmeric if you want to double the anti-inflammatory benefits. It's soothing, it's nourishing, and it's targeted directly at one of the biggest causes of joint stiffness: poor lubrication. And tomorrow morning, you may just notice your joints move more smoothly, with less effort and more freedom. But lubrication is only part of the story. Because, as we're about to see in the next benefit, joint pain isn't only physical, it is deeply connected to something else that most seniors struggle with: sleep. And the connection between the right drink and restorative sleep might be even more powerful than you think. Let's talk about one of the most underrated treatments for joint pain: sleep. Not just being in bed or trying to rest, but actual, deep, restorative sleep, the kind of sleep that leaves you waking up feeling refreshed, mobile, and clear-headed. Now, if you're over 60 and dealing with joint pain, you probably know this all too well. Pain keeps you awake, and poor sleep makes the pain worse. It's a vicious cycle. Your knees throb, your hips ache. You toss and turn trying to find a comfortable position, and even if you do fall asleep, you may wake up throughout the night with stiffness or discomfort that interrupts your rest. But here's what most people don't realize. Sleep isn't just about feeling rested, it's when your entire musculoskeletal system undergoes repair. According to a 2021 review in the Journal of Sleep Research, nighttime sleep is when your body releases growth hormone, which helps regenerate cartilage and tissue, triggers anti-inflammatory signals that reduce swelling, flushes out joint-damaging toxins and metabolic waste, and rebuilds collagen, the key protein that makes up healthy joints, tendons, and ligaments. In fact, The review concluded that even modest improvements in sleep quality could lead to marked reductions in joint pain, especially in older adults with osteoarthritis or chronic inflammation. So how can a nighttime drink help? Certain herbal and nutrient-based drinks are scientifically proven to enhance sleep depth, quality, and duration, all while reducing the pain that interferes with rest. Let's look at a few ingredients that play a major role. 1. Chamomile. Chamomile tea isn't just relaxing, it contains a compound called apigenin, which binds to GABA receptors in your brain. This action promotes relaxation and helps you fall asleep more easily. A study published in Phytomedicine found that chamomile extract significantly improved sleep latency and quality in seniors with insomnia. 2. Magnesium. Magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate, often added as a powder to warm water or milk, supports over 300 enzymatic reactions, including the ones involved in muscle relaxation and nerve regulation. Low magnesium is linked to insomnia, restless legs, and shallow sleep, and it's also associated with increased pain sensitivity, which can worsen joint discomfort. 3. Tart cherry juice. This may surprise you, but tart cherries are one of the only natural foods shown to increase melatonin levels. A 2018 clinical trial in the American Journal of Therapeutics found that older adults who consumed 8 ounces of tart cherry juice before bed had significantly longer sleep time and better sleep efficiency, along with reduced joint pain. 4. Glycine and collagen peptides. Collagen-rich drinks often contain glycine, an amino acid that helps cool your body's core temperature and enter deeper stages of sleep. In one randomized trial, participants who took 3 grams of glycine before bed reported less fatigue, better mental clarity in the morning, and more restorative rest. So let's put it all together. If you prepare an evening drink that includes chamomile, a source of magnesium, and perhaps collagen with glycine, you're not just soothing your nerves, you're creating a biological environment in which your body can actively heal and do so more efficiently. Remember, during stage 3 sleep, also called slow wave sleep, your body produces the most growth hormone. And without enough of this stage, tissue regeneration slows down and inflammation stays high. That means one restless night can lead to more stiffness, more inflammation, and more pain the next morning. But the right drink taken at the right time can nudge your body gently into this healing phase. And here's a helpful tip. Avoid caffeine after p.m. Even small amounts like a cup of green tea or dark chocolate can block melatonin and prevent deep sleep. Also avoid alcohol close to bedtime, as it may help you fall asleep faster, but disrupts the deep stages of sleep your joints rely on to heal. Instead, create a relaxing ritual. Warm a cup of chamomile tea, stir in some magnesium powder and a scoop of collagen peptides, and sip slowly as you prepare for rest. You're not just drinking something warm, you're sending a signal to your nervous system. It's time to rest, time to rebuild, and your joints, they're listening. But beyond inflammation, lubrication, and sleep, there's another powerful process your joints need, and the next benefit is all about that: rebuilding the cartilage cushion that protects your bones from grinding. Let's talk about the soft, rubbery tissue that protects your bones, cartilage. This is the natural cushion inside your joints. It prevents your bones from rubbing together and absorbs the shock from every step, twist, or lift. But here's the issue. Cartilage wears down over time. And unlike skin or muscle, it doesn't have a direct blood supply. That means it regenerates slowly, especially in older adults. So if you want to reduce joint pain long term, you need to give your body the raw materials to rebuild that cartilage. And nighttime is the most efficient window for that. According to a study published in the Osteoarthritis and Cartilage Journal, seniors who consumed hydrolyzed collagen along with vitamin C and proline experienced measurable improvements in cartilage thickness and mobility after just 3 months. These nutrients fuel the production of chondrocytes, the specialized cells that form cartilage. So what does this have to do with your drink? You can combine ingredients like collagen peptides, camu, lemon juice, or berries, a dash of sea salt or bone broth. Together, these ingredients create a powerful cartilage-building formula. Drink it before bed, and you're helping your body do what it's already trying to do: repair and rebuild damaged joints naturally. Let's move to our next benefit, one that addresses a hidden source of joint pain that has more to do with muscles than bones. Sometimes, what feels like joint pain is actually coming from the muscles and tendons around the joint. Tight calves can pull on your knees. A stiff lower back can make your hips feel inflamed. And tension in your shoulders or neck can mimic joint pain in your arms and hands. One of the most common and overlooked causes of this tension in seniors is magnesium deficiency. Magnesium is an essential mineral that helps regulate muscle relaxation, nerve signals, and even pain perception. But according to a 2022 report from the National Institutes of Health, over half of adults over 60 are deficient in magnesium. The solution? A warm evening drink that includes magnesium glycinate or magnesium citrate can help relax muscles around the joints, reduce nighttime cramps, and ease stiffness by morning. You can also add a pinch of sea salt or electrolyte powder. Natural sources of magnesium like banana, cacao, or almond milk. A teaspoon of honey, which may help magnesium absorption and promote sleep. In one clinical trial, published in the Journal of Research in Medical Sciences, older adults with magnesium supplementation reported less muscle pain, fewer cramps, and better sleep quality after just 6 weeks. Less muscle tension means less pulling on your joints and less pain when you move. It's a simple fix, but it can make a big difference in how your joints feel by morning. Next, we'll look at a deeper internal cause of pain, one that often goes undetected but affects millions of seniors, especially in the hands, feet, and knees. If you've ever woken up with sudden, sharp pain in your big toe, ankles, or fingers, there's a good chance you are experiencing a uric acid flare, commonly known as gout. But even without a full-blown gout attack, high uric acid levels can silently build up in your joints over time, forming crystals that cause inflammation and pain, especially in the feet and hands. And here's the challenge. As kidney function declines with age, the body becomes less efficient at clearing uric acid, meaning it sticks around longer and does more damage. Fortunately, there's a natural way to help your body flush this excess out: tart cherry juice. Tart cherries contain anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that not only reduce inflammation, but also inhibit xanthine oxidase, the enzyme that produces uric acid. In a 2017 study published in Arthritis and Rheumatology, seniors who drank 8 to 10 ounces of tart cherry juice daily had lower uric acid levels, fewer joint flares, and less pain upon waking. Tart cherry juice is especially effective when taken at night, as it enhances melatonin production, improving sleep while supporting kidney filtration during your body's nightly detox cycle. For best results, choose unsweetened tart cherry concentrate diluted in water. Drink it 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Optionally combine with a dash of ginger or lemon for added anti-inflammatory support. This small ritual may help you wake up without that stiffness and swelling in your fingers or feet, and reduce the silent joint damage caused by uric acid crystals. Now let's move to our final benefit, the one that supports the structure of your joints more than anything else. Let's finish strong by talking about collagen, the single most important structural protein in your joints. Collagen is what forms the matrix of your cartilage, tendons, ligaments, and even bones. It's the glue that holds your joints together and allows them to move with strength, elasticity, and durability. But here's the challenge. After the age of 50, your body's natural collagen production drops by as much as 1% per year, and by age 70, some studies suggest your levels can fall by over 30%. That loss isn't just about wrinkles or skin elasticity. It means your joints are losing their core building material. Without enough collagen, cartilage becomes brittle, tendons weaken, ligaments lose tension, and your joints? They start to ache, swell, and degrade. But here's the hopeful part. Collagen can be rebuilt. And the best time to support that process is before bed. A randomized clinical trial, published in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition in 2020, found that adults over 60 who consumed 10 grams of hydrolyzed collagen peptides nightly showed significant improvements in joint flexibility, pain reduction, overall mobility, and even skin elasticity, a sign of systemic collagen repair. What makes nighttime collagen so effective? It's all about timing. During deep sleep, your body enters an anabolic state, meaning it turns its energy toward rebuilding. And when you supply the raw amino acids needed to make collagen, especially glycine, proline, and hydroxyproline, your body puts them directly to work. Collagen peptides are also highly absorbable, meaning they pass through the gut wall quickly and become available for tissue repair within hours. To amplify the effect, it helps to pair collagen with vitamin C, which activates collagen synthesis, magnesium, to reduce nighttime tension, and even L-theanine or glycine, which promote relaxation and sleep depth. A great recipe might include 1 scoop of hydrolyzed collagen peptides, 1/2 teaspoon of natural cacao, a few drops of lemon or a handful of berries, warm water or almond milk as the base. This drink not only supports joint regeneration, it helps your entire body recover while you rest. And here's something most people overlook. Collagen isn't just for joints. It also supports bone density, gut lining integrity, muscle mass maintenance, and cardiovascular elasticity. That's why adding a collagen-rich drink to your evening routine isn't just about waking up with less pain. It's about preserving your mobility, independence, and confidence as you age. And now that we've explored all 7 benefits, let's take a moment to recap the 7 powerful, research-backed reasons why this one simple evening drink can help heal joint pain naturally and effectively. It calms inflammation, helping reduce pain and swelling overnight. It restores joint lubrication, so you move more freely by morning. It promotes deep, healing sleep when your joints actually repair. It supports cartilage regeneration, giving your joints new life. It relieves muscle tension, easing the strain on surrounding tissue. It clears uric acid, preventing painful flare-ups in hands and feet. It rebuilds collagen, strengthening the very structure of your joints. All of this through one calming, nourishing, science-supported drink before bed. And the best part? You don't need prescriptions. You don't need expensive supplements. And you don't need to suffer every morning thinking there's nothing left to do. You just need to work with your body's natural rhythms, not against them. Because healing isn't about doing more. It's about doing the right thing at the right time, consistently. This evening ritual is gentle, accessible, and profoundly powerful. So tonight, instead of reaching for a late snack, consider preparing a warm, joint-healing drink. Turn off the screens, dim the lights, take a few deep breaths, and sip slowly, knowing that you're giving your body what it needs to restore, regenerate, and wake up stronger tomorrow. Your joints are always talking to you. Now, you finally have a way to listen and support them in return. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And leave a comment below. Have you tried any of these evening drinks? What worked for you? We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, sleep well, move gently, and take care of those joints. They've carried you through life, and with the right care, they'll carry you forward, pain-free.